if anybody has any questions at all on anything that's going on, please, by all means, let us know. There's our first comment already. Hey, Dave, are you ready for open water? So we've, for everybody that's watching already, we figured out a few things of what to do, what not to do with this program, what we should be using for equipment and whatnot. So hopefully this one goes a little better than last time. Hopefully,
I can hear you.
You can hear us. Oh, well, there you go. He can hear us, and he's not cutting out.
Excellent.
Have faith.
Oh, here we go. I can see how this year's going to go. Yeah, it's going to be a good year. So we're attempting, hopefully, this will stream live on YouTube as well. I'm not sure.
Have you got the channel up there?
I'm just looking at it right now.
Yeah, I can see it. It's live.
Oh, yeah. Look at us.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's how this is going to be, hey?
That's how it's going to be. Yeah.
Wow. Microchip today. All right.
Yeah, Taryn got his microchip. Oh, here comes the Mr. Smack Talker.
There you go. Hey, Andy. Hey, if you guys, anybody that's online, if you guys can share it to other groups that might be interested as well too. Make sure you guys share it wherever you think this live presentation. That'd be great.
I have a message on my Facebook feed. Curtis Volovich is still Facebook's most wanted, so he's still locked out and can't comment on anything. So,
well, tell him he can watch on YouTube channel there, right?
Well, he can watch us. Curtis is watching us. He's just not allowed to comment. Facebook doesn't like him no more. I don't know what everybody's got. Adrian says, Chris, eyes forward, Mike to the left, Trevor looking right.
We all got extra screens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually got 3 screens set up, and I don't know how to use one of them properly.
Yeah, well, I've got the screen with the camera that I'm watching here, and then we've got some smack talk going on already. Western Canada Kayak Fishing Trail. All right, well, it is 7 o'clock. I know everybody's got quite a few questions they're going to probably want to ask. We'll kind of kick off. Oh, Adrian just said hi and bye to Ben. And for anybody else, should be able to comment on YouTube with about a 20-second delay. So I'll leave it to one of the other guys to monitor YouTube for questions. I'll handle them on this one here. Again, everybody, thank you for joining us. This is a wonderful new world we're in, and we're trying to figure it out just as much as you guys. We've got quite a few things that we're going to talk about today. We're going to go over our scoring system and how we're submitting fish, that kind of stuff. Chris will handle that. Trevor's going to talk a little bit about the online derby that we are running again this year. I've got a couple other things, but first off, I got to say, we are so fortunate to have such amazing people in our kayak fishing community. One of the, hold on, I better put this post up while I talk. One of the other tournament organizers who also owns a store, Alana, at Ruby's Outdoors, has done an amazing sponsorship for us for the trail. And we have some absolutely amazing aluminum bump boards. So we are going to be giving these away at tournaments for prizes. We will have some for sale. So kind of keep an eye out on that. Along with that, you guys will see soon we're going to be posting a picture or a catalog of sorts. We're looking at getting a bunch of swag made available. And once we get that swag available, we'll post it up for sale. And then once we reach our minimum numbers, we're going to order. So we're going to get, for everybody that bought the shirts before, we had the 3/4 length trail t-shirts. We're getting more of those. We're getting some long sleeve ones. We're going to be getting hats, tumblers, buffs, some more flags. So we've got lots of stuff coming up. So for anybody looking for the for the YouTube, it is Western Canada Kayak Fishing Trail. Make sure you follow that. And then you'll see anything we put there. Anything that we do on Facebook, we're also going to be putting up there. I've got a couple comments here about the bump boards I think we should kind of post up. Dave, if there's a prize for most sunburnt, I'll have that locked in. I'm not sure we're going to go with that as a prize, but apparently John loves Trevor. So yeah. So as I said, we got these bump boards. We've got a whole bunch of other swag that we're going to be looking at getting done. So once we get that finalized, we will put forth a document on our Facebook page that you guys can go on and look at, as well as we'll have some forms on there to fill out. I'm just going to quickly touch on a couple things here. The entry fees for the derbies. Last year, for the past years, we were running $40 for a derby, and the East Slope the last time was $75. This year, we're going to be bumping our derby entry fees for our regular derbies up to $50. With that, our first 25, that $10 from the first 25 anglers is all going to get set aside, and we're going to use that as donations. We're going to look at possibly doing some sponsorships of either fish stocking, all access angler casting platforms for stocked trout ponds, that kind of stuff, as well as some kids can catch fish events. So that's where that first $10 out of the first 25 anglers will go. After that, Anglers Atlas has been amazing and have donated to us that they're going to absorb the fee that they would normally take for those first 25 anglers. They're going to absorb that. So once we get over 25, then we got to start paying for that. But so that's an amazing thing. And then with the East Slope, it'll be going up to 100 this year. We're running 2 days of fishing. We'll have a barbecue on the Curtis Volovich figured out how to comment. I just got to figure out how to block them, I guess. We'll be doing a barbecue for the first night of the East Slope, provided everything goes well. Of course, this is all hoping that COVID takes enough of a leap that we can actually get and do this. the Saturday night at the East Slope, we're actually looking at bringing in a caterer to do a nice catered pig roast for everybody for the Saturday night. Have a good party. Ribstone Creek Brewery is looking at coming out and providing some drinks for everybody. So that'll be amazing. And then the Sunday, we'll have another barbecue. We'll be having draws going on. We've got swag that we're going to be getting done up for the East Slope. With that, as has been kind of happening for many years now, our longtime sponsor and friend of kayak fishing in Western Canada as a whole, Nikki Reckman, has donated a $50 gift certificate for Cabela's, and we'll be giving that away as a early bird registration. So we'll see that coming up. David, will days be semi-separate at East Slope like years prior, or days combined? It'll be a days combined, but we will probably look at doing some sort of biggest fish or something along those lines for the first day. So you guys can look forward to seeing all of that kind of stuff. Along with that, Angler of the Year for the tournament trail this year. We are so fortunate to have amazing sponsors that we have. We have Cocatat and Old Town donating some really big prizes at the East Slope. We've got Railblaza, donating some prizes that we're going to be issuing out through all of our tournaments. Garmin, Ruby's Outdoors, obviously with our bump boards. Werner Paddles is with us again. The Fishing Hole, Superfly's with us again. Scotty. We've brought some new people on this year. Getting Hooked Lures, another Central Alberta company that's donating. Along with this, Aquabatics, who we all know and love, have decided to kind of step up the prize of what they're going to, what they want to see for you guys out there competing in the actual trail. So for the Angler of the Year, you are going to be getting a $750 shopping spree for NRS products at Aquabatics. So that is going to be an amazing prize that everybody will want to be competing for. They've got some amazing immersion gear, paddling pants. I think probably at least a third of us are probably rocking either an NRS Raku or Chinook by now. It kind of seems to be one of the go-tos along with the Cocatat. So, yeah. So that's kind of where we're sitting with that, guys. I'll kind of pass it off to whoever wants to give a little run first. Maybe we'll go to Trevor, and he can just briefly touch on the online.
Sure. Yep. Do you want me to touch on the angler tags as well too there, Mike?
Absolutely. All of your good stuff that you have in front of you, you can show.
Oh, great. Okay. So thanks everybody again for joining us. So I'll just run through the angler tags this year. So by law with our CFEs, we need to be wearing armbands that show the angler's name and the event we're participating in. So we've got some great sponsorship with a company here in Edmonton, Visible ID, and they got us, I'm sure everybody's seen these in the bass tourneys down south. These are your standard armbands. Okay. They are Velcro. You put them around your arm, lots of room there. Inside here, we have our tags. These are our angler tags. So we got our logo, Ruby's, Aquabatics, AQ Outdoors, angler name, and the sponsor that's looking after this for us, Visible ID. So these are going to be our identifiers. These are hard plastic on the back of them. Shows all the derbies this year that's happening. So right starting at the very top, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's the online derby, runs May 15th, September 15th. Trout on the Fly, Battle on Buffalo, River Runs Through, Rubies, East Slope, and we got the Cold Lake Classic, we got Moocha Bay, and then we got the Cooley Landing Classic in Saskatchewan as well too. So these are going to be necessary for everybody to have on the live derbies. So I did one, I just wrote my name on it. You're going to use Sharpie, see my name. At the derby you're participating in, you're just going to tab it off on that white spot. as to the derby you're participating in. This has to be worn during the derbies. It's part of, like I said, it's part of the CFE. So don't lose it. If you lose it, you can buy another one, but it's going to cost you a little bit more than the first one. I'll let Mike elaborate on all that stuff a little bit later. It's part of the swag. So yeah, that's these bad boys. These are not necessary for when we're doing the online, because with the Anglers Atlas app, they know that it's you taking the picture. It's not necessary for that. However, we just included it in on the back of this so that it's there. You guys are participating in the online, check it off. If you're on a river, on a lake, somebody comes up, they ask, what are you doing? You say, hey, this is registered event. This is what I'm doing. You know, it's all proof to it. So that's these bad boys. These are hard plastic. All you got to do is write on them with Sharpie, put your name on it. Okay. As for the online derby, it's going to be pretty much the same platform as last year, other than it's going to be all ran through Anglers Atlas. So we're doing a mixture of the point system of last year and how Anglers Atlas runs their system. Every week or every 2 weeks, we're going to get the numbers from Anglers Atlas based on the catches. We're going to run it through our spreadsheet, put it through our point system like we did last year, just so that it gives everybody a little bit more of a better chance, more species, and the point system works a little bit different than the live derbies. The entrance fee is still $50 for it. It works the exact same after our 25 anglers, up to 25 anglers. Anglers Atlas is absorbing that cost. Then after that, they are going to start taking some of their fees off of it. So they're really supporting us tenfold in this as well too. You can load, if you're in multiple derbies, you can use catches on both if you need to top up other derbies, right? So hopefully that makes sense. If you guys have any questions, throw the comments in the below and I'll answer them, or Chris or Michael, we can all answer them. As for first place derby winner will receive the, do you have the picture of the cooler there, Mike?
Oh, let me find it for you here.
So first place winner of the derby, Jackson Kayak and Orion Coolers has sponsored us. They've donated a 55 quart Orion cooler. If you guys are all familiar with those, if you like the Yeti stuff, these are the Orion brand. They're super willing, and I pushed real hard to get them to work with us to send something our way. So the winner will be getting that. That's over a $500 value cooler. There'll be lots of other prizes, 1 through 5th place as well too, for prizes. And then we've got a breakdown for anglers based on, there's the cooler there. So it's a big bad boy. It's a beauty cooler. So
only slightly used.
Yeah, no beer in it at all. No. The price schedule is going to work different, and when you guys register for the online derby, you'll see it in the rules how the payout schedule works based on the anglers. And if we get over a certain amount of anglers, right down to 6th place, we'll get some winnings based on the angler amount of anglers we have present. So, you know what? I encourage you guys. I know there's a lot going on here. We got gear swag, and we're going to be asking, maybe a little money here, a little money there. Derby will be starting May 15th, Andy, and it'll run to September 15th. I know we've upped the cost on the derby. I know we've upped the cost on the derbies from 40 to 50. But I'd totally encourage you guys to join the online platform. If anything happens and we can't do derbies, which we're not foreseeing, we have some things in place to avoid that, with ratios, right? With the 3 of us guys, we can take 4 people here and 4 people here and have a 1-to-5 ratio if it stays that way. There's some things we got in place that we can manage this better. But if something does happen and you guys still want to participate and compete, I really recommend everybody going for the online derby. The more we have, like any live derby, the more bigger the payout will be, right? So, last thing, the Angler of the Year award, the point system, the online derby does not pertain to the Angler of the Year point system. So angler or online derby is 100% separate from live derbies. There is no point system for it. It's just winner at the end of it gets top payout and the largest prize. So hopefully that makes sense. We're still working on other sponsorships as well too for some big prizes for that derby as well. So last thing I wanted to show you guys,
Just
and then
before
I'll
you
get
move
off
on,
here.
Trevor.
Yeah.
I just want to address some questions. So David asked, what's the total cost of all the tourneys? So every derby besides East Slope is $50 and Mucha, I suppose. And East Slope is $100. The online tournament's $50. So total without Mucha is $450 because I'm not sure the cost of Mucha for entry there.
I think it's 75. Now, with that too, I'll also just kind of interject. The $50 in the online, we're going to probably look at end up doing the same thing. That will take the $40 for everybody, and that's part of the pool. And the first 25 anglers in the online, their extra $10 will be going for donation, and after that, then it'll be the to help cover the fees to pay Anglers Atlas for their use of their apps. Now, Chris, did you want to address this one?
Sure. We do encourage everybody to use Anglers Atlas this year. It makes administration for us quite easy. It's possible that Mike can even participate in some of these instead of doing all the behind the scenes work. So I'll just jump right into or actually, Trevor, do you want to finish up before I move on to the MyCatch?
Yes, because that's where this kind of rolls into well. Because we are using the Anglers Atlas app, we're encouraging everybody to use their phones. We understand there might be some people not comfortable for that. Chris will address that. In the case you guys do want some protection for your phones, Visible ID has also, if everybody's familiar with this brand, Boomerang Tools, they're putting together a large donation pack. So if you guys have been through Fishing Hole, you've seen Boomerang Tools, snippers, the paracords, the draw cords, leashes, right? This is something from Boomerang Tools they just recently released. It is a cell phone holder. It is not waterproof. I repeat, it is not waterproof. This will not protect your phone from water. The purpose of it is it has a long lanyard. Okay. It's retractable up to 36 inches. Any phone, any large phone, including Mike's big walking iPad phone he's got, will fit inside here. Okay. I've got my phone inside here. I can talk on it. I push down on the screen. It's got a large area on the back for taking pictures. Okay. I can use it as a full screen. It's got Velcro on it. It is larger. It is a little bit more cumbersome, but your phone ain't going in the drink if you're using this. I would encourage you guys, if you're participating, to look into either something like this, which we'll have on that Gear Swag forum that Mike was talking about, or something similar. I can use my phone. I can touch my screen. I can do everything, exact same thing. And yes, MyCatch app is the exact same thing as Anglers Atlas. So these are a good buy. Visible ID is sponsoring these for us as well too, and we'll be getting a lot of these if people are interested. And I think that's pretty much it, other than we just got a new sponsor today. These hats right here. We got a new sponsor today. Smith Optics is working with us. So if you guys are familiar with Smith Optics, high-end optical company, along in conjunction with Valhalla Pure as well too. We're going to be doing some sponsorship with them. So this is super cool. They were nice enough to give myself and Chris and Mike a hat, whom I'm still undetermined if I'm going to give it to them or not. So
just remember, I've got 2 hats here from Len Thompson that you ordered for you. So
yeah, exactly. I think that's it, Chris. It's all yours.
Just as I took a drink.
Oh, sorry.
So as everybody knows, last year the decision was made to cancel our tournament series due to COVID. That was a decision made by us, or by the trail itself. So this year, in order to facilitate having another tournament, having a COVID safe tournament, we decided to reach out to Anglers Atlas and partner with them, moving our tournament to an app called MyCatch. So not only does this make administering the tournament so much easier, there's no more spreadsheets, there's no more checking in. You'll be able to see a near real-time leaderboard as the tournament progresses. So during the day, the goal is every time you upload a fish, it gets verified off-site by a third party. They'll adjust the measurement if you've made a mistake, and then it's uploaded to the leaderboard in real time. So by the end of the day, we'll know who the winner is, and there's no guesswork for us. So the app is free for everybody to use, and it's available on whatever platform you use, whether it's Apple or Android. The payments is handled through the app as well, and it should be pretty easy to set up. I know a few people are having difficulties when adjusting their password, and I think they're addressing that issue already. As far as the online tournament, when that starts, it was supposed to be launched today, but I think they're having a pretty busy time. Because they're also setting up, what is it called? Walleye Wars for the rest of Alberta. So I think our Summer Slam should go live sometime tomorrow. The Trout Derby is actually live now, and you can already sign up for that. I believe we have 2 anglers signed up already and a few pending. So we're looking forward to a great year of fishing. Sorry, I can't see the chat now.
Yeah, is there more feed on the chat or no?
Nope.
Oh,
that's good.
Okay.
Yeah. No, and just to touch on what Chris had said, especially with COVID, this is going to make it easier where, in the past, you guys have all brought me your camera cards or your phones, and we've sat, a foot away from each other, looking at pictures, verifying it. This is now not only allowing us that distance where we don't have to do that, this allows us that live leaderboard, as well as that it's now, and I have to say, makes me really happy, taking it out of my hands. We have a third-party company who specializes in this, saying this is the length of the fish. So it's not me going, how about we give you this for this one, and then we'll give you this here. They're going to go through, they're going to handle that. So none of us have to make those decisions.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
Time stamped, it's geotagged.
Yeah. So that's the one bonus about it. We always say, okay, yeah, you can't start fishing until this time. With this, the time's 6 o'clock. You can be in the water at 4 o'clock in the morning, bobbing up and down with your line. The minute it turns 6, you can now start doing it. You can now start fishing. So, we'll work with that as to how we're going to do the start times. But do you delete an uploaded photo, or do we just upload all fish caught, even if it's more than the limit? So it will cull your fish for you, Tim.
Yeah.
So if we say, for the Trout Derby, we're going to have 5 trout. Your first 5 trout you catch, it'll take a picture and store it. From there, they'll start upgrading any of your lower fish. So at the end of the day, you just keep putting pictures in, and by the end of the day, it's going to automatically cull your digital live well for you. So
yeah,
it'll be great. Adrian, no need for wet tags and pictures. Yeah, no. So it'll be the same. Now for this, we'll start at the Trout Derby. You whip your phone out, you grab a picture for the Trout Derby. At the same time, you're going to have to get out of the Trout Derby tournament. So take your picture, put your fish back in your net in the water, switch over to the other tournament, bring your fish up and take a picture for the online. So for the Derby days, you're going to need to take 2 separate pictures. Other than that, I think it's going to be an absolutely amazing platform for us, just because it will do everything that we've been doing all along with spreadsheets, that kind of stuff, we're now going to have that freedom. Andy, how strict are they on photos, deductions, fish facing certain way, mouths open? As long as the nose is touching the bump board, they're going to go.
Yeah. So just to cut in there, Mike, Andy, if all the rules are on the app for each individual derby, it specifies on the app when you read through them, a fish has to be belly to belly. So that means the fish bump is on the on your left-hand side, pinch tail, all that stuff. They're going to be the ones judging the fish, not us. Okay. So what they say goes. So you just have to make sure you're taking good quality pictures, and just be sure, guys, because this isn't take a picture on your phone, upload it to Angler's app from your photo library. You have to log into the app, be on the app, take the picture, submit the picture in the app in real time. If you're on offline service, if you guys are doing the online derby and you're somewhere in the sticks and you got no service, that's fine. Take it on the app. When you get into the service area, it will automatically upload the picture for you. So there's no issues there at all, okay? Metric or measurements? What's that?
I'm just looking at Adrian's here. Do you have to tuck the tongue in like in hunting photos?
Yes, you do.
Yes, yeah, you do, Adrian. Everybody else is fine. Chris?
Metric or imperial, doesn't matter. The app will prompt you to put in either.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it'll track that all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Curtis, if you look, once you guys go on and see it right now, you'll see that the Trout Derby is already live on there. You can go in, you can enter it, you can pay your fees, everything already for that one. So, yes, so we can set the boundaries of where we want it. So if a picture of a fish is taken outside of that geotag boundary, it will not count in the Derby.
Yeah.
So that's probably something good, for Cold Lake, where we'll be restricting it into French Bay. We'll draw that line across. Any fish that's taken outside of that, it's not going to count.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a Curtis question. You ask a lot of questions. We're just happy you found a way to comment, bud.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, that's the same question. Go ahead.
I just want to give a big shout out to Anglers Atlas and MyCatch for that's a pretty big sponsorship that they're doing for us in terms of waiving the fees, setting us up on this platform.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, if we look at the fact that how many derbies we're going to run, and they're eating the cost for the first 25 anglers in all of those derbies, they're donating quite a bit to us. And at the East Slope, I think it was the number is up for the East Slope. It's not 10 anglers.
No, well, it's 50, right? Oh, is it 100?
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, the first 100 anglers at the East Slope, we're not paying them for. So, I mean, it's absolutely great. They're going to obviously be able to put some of their sponsor logos on. Along with this, we're going to be seeing a lot more notice out there. People are regularly going on and seeing this app, using this app. So it's going to be good to get this done that way.
And we can handle now so many more anglers.
Yep.
If it's 50, if it's 100, 200, the sky's the limit now.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And thank you, Denise. I know you've been busting your butt trying to get your derby all figured out for Saskatchewan. So I
was just going to say one thing too. I know Ruby's Outdoors, her derby, she's got some amazing sponsors. I know it's a little bit of a trek for folks, but she's got some big prizes happening this year. Opportunity, if I'm not speaking out of turn, to win a kayak there, an ice fishing tent. She's got some massive prizes for her derby. She's got some great sponsors that have come to board with her. So that's super exciting for her. Puts her on the map as well too. And everything she's done for us we're beside ourselves what she's provided to us this year for the trail.
Well, for people who don't know, I believe French Bay camping is pre-booking only. So,
hey Tim, can you book all the sites then for us, please, on your credit card?
Yeah, just book the provincial campground.
The whole
We'll be
thing.
good, Tim.
Yeah.
So with that too, just kind of ties into everything we've talked about. With my dad's Memorial Derby coming up, this is going to be our hiccup derby, so to speak. Where we're going, the cell service in the campground and on the lake, unless you're on Rogers, is a no-go. So what we'll end up doing for it, if you just drive out of the campground out to the highway, you can get cell service out there. So it's about a 3-minute maybe drive. So what we'll probably look at doing is at the end of the day, take the cell phones, leave your kayaks on shore, hop in your vehicle, drive out, let it update. We'll take an extra little bit. So once the derby's over, we'll all come back, hop in our kayaks, go back out onto the water. And just because this is our first derby and we will really want to make sure that everybody sees us doing things properly, what we're going to end up doing for this derby is when we go to do the presentation of the winner and stuff like this. Yes, David. So this is exactly what we're saying. You can still log them without reception. You can go in and do it. When you get reception, it'll upload. So that's what we'll be doing basically for our first derby is use your phone, take your pictures, and then go out, grab service, let it all upload. Then we'll all come back. Anybody that we're having issues with, Chris will be there to help. He'll bring his laptop. And
don't even put just no. I think I've had this question posed to me in the last 2 weeks about 14 times.
Yeah. So good question. If somebody's got Rogers, if you've got a really good data plan, we can all just hotspot to your phones.
Yeah.
You know what? Who knows? Maybe we'll reach out and see if we can get Rogers to sponsor us for a Wi-Fi hotspot for the weekend. But so what we're going to do with that is, So.
Yeah, Open Creek, Curtis.
Yeah, Open Creek Dam. So for anybody wanting to know where Open Creek Dam is, so just got to show. Daughter brought me a cookie. I'm special. You guys might not think I'm worth it, but she does. Open Creek Dam is west of Rimbey. Beautiful little lake, absolutely hidden. Great fish. For anybody that saw the picture of me with that 19.5-inch rainbow last year, that was caught there. I'll just touch on this one thing though. Before the derby, we'll talk more when we do it, but they just got stocked with trout, and when they stock Open Creek Dam, it's not a few thousand trout, it's many, many, many thousand trout. Just see if I can find where I was told how many total were stocked.
To answer that question there, Andy, it's rainbow trout in the in Open Creek Reservoir. It's reservoir, right, Mike? Open Creek Dam Reservoir?
Yeah, Open Creek Dam Reservoir. So yeah, I can't remember, but it's in the above 20,000 trout are stocked in there. And I just got, every year they stock brood trout in there, and Rimbey Fish and Game tags some of the fish, and there's a bounty on these fish. So you bring the fish in and they weigh it and stuff. So because we're a catch photo release, I've talked to them, take your picture, cut the tag off, let that fish go. You bring that tag into the store and you'll get the $50 bounty. There are, as of last weekend, I believe it was 12 bounty fish worth $50 a piece in that lake. And they're all between the brood trout. And I'm not going to tell you the total number of broods that were put in yet until we get closer to the derby. but there were 12 broods between 19 and 26 inches put in. So we do have that opportunity going in. Now, with the COVID thing, so as I was saying, with the prizes, what we'll end up doing once we get all of our uploads and everything done where we're ready to do the prizes, we're going to get everybody back into their kayaks and paddle out into the water. That way everybody can be distanced from each other. We don't need to be near each other. I'll get up on the dock. And this year, Elite in Edmonton, they're a promotional company. They've done some sponsoring with us. They're going to be the ones producing our swag. We're also getting them to do the big novelty checks. So first through third of every derby is going to have their picture with the old big novelty check this year. So we wanted to make it fun. So let's quickly throw this up. David, restriction fly rods. It's trout on the fly. You can use whatever you want for a rod and reel and line, but you must use a fly. So no lures at all, just flies for that lake. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm super excited about this, guys. I'm just gonna hide all. Okay, can people hear me? Yeah, Dave Heidel really did. I'm not sure why. Anyways, sorry about that. I was just trying to explain, these are some of the pictures from some of our past events and some great times we've had. They're John and Adrian. Somebody's got feedback there. I'll mute those guys. We've been great, but more than that, I kind of want to focus on what we're seeing down here at the bottom. A lot of these sponsors, Aquabatics, Mucha Base, Scotty, Len Thompson, Kokatat, Werner, Superfly, Garmin, Fish and Hole, those guys are all long-time sponsors. So we're very fortunate to have all of these sponsors with us. So sorry, there was a bit of a glitch there that it didn't work, but I was hoping to show you guys all of those different pictures.
Can't hear you though.
Is anybody able to hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Mike.
Did you hear what I was talking about? Or is it just Trevor that's messed?
I can see you.
No, I think it's just Trevor. Technical difficulties again.
Okay, gotcha.
There we go. I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Good.
Well, it wouldn't be a Western Canada Kayak Fishing Trail broadcast if we didn't have Trevor having some sort of technical glitch with the computer.
Whoa, you took us all off screen there, pal. That's not.
Yeah, to show our, I don't know, for me, they're this way. All of our wonderful sponsors. So
I'm just going to say something before I forget, because I did message you about Curtis. I'm peeing. Oh my goodness. So.
Ouch.
Oh, too soon, are you, Mikey? So we are going to be doing more of these throughout the year, guys. We're going to be doing captains meetings on the Wednesday before the Derby. So if a Derby's on the Saturday, which most of them are, we're going to do live presentations, captains meetings on the Wednesday night. That way, everything's online. It's always available there for folks to look at it, review it if they have any questions. Encourage people that if they're not sure, put comments on the page. You can reach out to us. You can reach out to us on the email as well too. But yeah, it's going to be the whole purpose. Just I can't express it enough. Is the whole purpose is for us to safely have these events, despite the situation and everybody's opinions. It's to safely have these events. We can all participate, be safe. We never know who's watching us, looking at us. We don't want to draw any negative attention, and we want to do the best job we can and show the rest of the world what's happening in Western Canada and how awesome the fisheries are here, how awesome the community is here, and how passionate everybody is. So if you have any questions at all, just reach out to us and put it up in the comments. Please do.
Yeah, and absolutely. And so with this too, thanks, Jim, for answering. David just responded to you. Thanks, Jim, too. I was going to get to that, but we were dealing with technical crap here. But with that, as far as for the Trout on the Fly Derby, can you, anybody that is coming, if you haven't already signed up or personally told me that you're coming, can you please shoot me a message and let me know? The folks that run the campground there are actually really good friends of ours, and we met them. They were actually there when my dad passed at Medicine Lake when we were camping there, and they were there that helped us that day. So we've got a really good relationship with these folks, and they've asked if we could reach out and kind of find out how many people we're expecting. So I'm assuming that there's going to be a little something there. I know she said that she's going to be Rimby Fish and Game is going to have.
Uh-oh.
What?
He's frozen.
You're not frozen anymore.
Oh, Flynn, yes, we will still have the team portion. That'll just be done on the side, kind of the same way as we've always done it. So it'll just be, the money just handed at the actual Derby with your team, and we'll just total up the scores. Trevor.
Shout out dates again. Okay, this is super small. These are all the dates when you guys are participating.
Just read them out for everybody.
They're on the card. Okay, so online Derby, May 15th to September 15th. Trout on the Fly, May 29th. Battle on Buffalo, June 12th. River Runs Through, June 19th. Ruby's Gator Classic up in Creighton, Saskatchewan, July 4th. East Slope Classic, August long weekend, so that's the 31st and 1st of July, August. Cold Lake Classic, August 14th. Moocha Bay, 28th and 29th of August. And Sask Landing Classic is September 11th.
We'll take a copy of that card and throw it up on the webpage as well. David, you said that Rimby Fish and Game will, and then it kind of stopped. So, oh, there we go. Let's see if I can get this to pop up. Hold on a sec here. Let me hide this screen.
Try to keep us all alive, though, hey, pal?
So, there we go. That's the dates. As I said, we will be putting this up on Facebook too. Tim, what lake is Ruby's on? I can't remember now. It's just outside of Creighton.
Is it not Phantom or is it Amisk?
I think it might be Phantom is where she's holding her derby.
Yeah.
So
Ruby's is on Phantom. Okay, I was right. Yeah. Yeah, Ruby's is on Phantom. That's right outside, I think, Ruby's Outdoors there.
Yeah, perfect. So
yeah. Are you able to, do you have that picture up of the gear swag, Mike? Do you want to show that to folks real quickly, or no?
What was that?
Do you have a picture of the gear swag of what we've got for people to kind of just look at right now, or did you want to show that?
I'll have a brochure done up here probably tomorrow that I'll throw up on the Facebook, and you guys can kind of see what's available. There's going to be, like I said, there's a 3/4 length shirt. There's a long sleeve shirt. There's buffs. There's tumblers, 12-ounce tumblers, so perfect for your beer or whatever. We'll have extra of the armbands available if you want to purchase extra for anything. We've got the option of getting those cell phone cases, which will be really nice. I can see myself purchasing multiple of those, so I have them for my phone, Ben's phone for on the water, probably for Julie's phone. So like I said, we're going to have a lot of stuff here coming up for everybody. All I can say is, everybody keeps thanking us for what we're doing, You know what? We all started out just like everybody else, fishing the tournaments. The reason why we do this is because we love it, but it's also because of you guys out there that are coming to fish those tournaments with us. Yeah, just book your time off. I've already made sure that I've got time for at least 3 to 4 of them. So I plan on hitting a few this year too. It'll be great to actually get to fish. Hopefully I can have Ben show me how to fish. So yeah. So like I said, with the for the trout on the fly, if you're planning on coming out, please shoot me a message on Facebook. If you've got my cell phone number, send me a text just so I can get a rough number, so I can let the caretakers at Open Creek know, so they can inform Rimby Fish and Game, because I know Rimby Fish and Game wants to get some swag stuff for us. So that's absolutely amazing. Other than that,
you guys want to leave it open for maybe 5 more minutes if everybody's got any questions or anything, or no?
Yeah, if anybody's got any questions, please post them up there. We'll get them answered for you.
What's that, Chris?
Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's gonna be fun this year, guys. Like I said, there's a lot of changes, and I know there's a lot of people that are not so great with changes, but please know that by us going to the Anglers Atlas platform, or, the MyCatch app on the phone, it probably alleviates, I would say, for each derby, probably 15 to 20 hours worth of work for us organizing, because we don't have to deal with everything. It's huge. It's going to make it a lot more enjoyable for us as going. Yes, John, he's going and he's camping.
Yeah.
So he won't have far to go.
Yeah. He oh shoot, I just lost what I was going to say there. I lost my train of thought. What I was going to say. John disrupted me there.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, anybody that has any questions, anything regarding any one of the tournaments, anything like that, please reach out to us. I'm going to ask again, everybody, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
That's what I was going to say.
Because the more subscriptions we get, once we get 4,000 hours of viewing and 100 likes, we can go in and customize our name, all that. Oh, look at that. Rob's standing up for you.
Right on.
We can customize our name, right? So the more subscribers we get, we're going to get our message out there more. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. About the YouTube is previous to all this social media, I was never on social media myself. I know a lot of people that are anglers in kayaks that aren't on social media. I've been at Aquabatics. Guys come in, and I've heard Andy say, hey guys, are you on Facebook? Go follow this page. Hey, go follow this page. And there's a lot of people that just aren't on social media. So the YouTube page, everybody goes down that rabbit hole of YouTube. That's why Mike started the page. We had all kind of talked about it. So if you know folks that want to get engaged, but they're not on social media, just grab that link, share it to them. All these things will always be captain's meetings, what you see here tonight. Obviously, everything will be on YouTube as well. And then there's always the access to getting in touch with us with the email as well, right? So just encourage you guys to share that amongst whomever might be interested at all. So,
yeah, and absolutely. Along with that too, if anybody has an idea of what they would like to see, if there's something you would like covered on by a group, send us a message. We can set up one of these on, rigging up a kayak. If people want information and help on fishing techniques, landing fish in a kayak, photographing, any of that kind of stuff, we have this platform that we're able to use. It goes on our Facebook feed. It'll go onto our YouTube. We can absolutely do that. I'm hoping to try and get a few kind of guests to come on here. Obviously, before we run, but before Alana's tournament, Ruby's Gator Classic out in Saskatchewan starts, we'll run the captain's meeting. We'll have her on here to talk about it. Same with Denise when she's running hers. So, if you've got something you'd like to see, please, by all means, let us know, and we'll see what we can do about getting something on here. I'm kind of half tempted to do a John and Adrian hour and let them talk about Trevor because some of the questions, there's lots of comments. Oh, well, actually here, I think I've just found our next special. John will make us a video of lily pads and anchor. For anybody who doesn't know, we were fishing Battle Lake, and it was a really, really windy day, and we were tucked back in, and I don't even know how it happened. Nobody really does. We were tucked back in a kind of a bay out of the wind, and somehow John turtled, and his little Jackson bite there went upside down. John got back on. We grabbed his everything, but couldn't find his seat. Thankfully, I had my Garmin Panoptics on. And so I took the live scope and I cruised around, and there's the seat. So we just cruised back and forth until I found his seat. And then we sat there jigging for the seat. So it was awesome. So maybe we'll, I better post this because Dean was there.
Was it really a calm day?
No, it was windy. Like it was as we went across Battle Lake, you were just getting completely soaking wet. But the bay we were in, yeah, it was calm. So yeah, I mean, David's got it here. Basic kayak rigging for safety, tournaments, absolutely. We can talk about all of this kind of stuff. So please, what I'm going to suggest is if you can send the Kayak Fishing Trail page on Facebook a message of what you'd like to see, then we can work on getting that something out there.
Yeah, if you want to, can you put up that next one by Dave? Oh, okay.
I'm just wondering, Taryn, is your blog on Aquabatics going to be about John flipping his kayak in a calm bay or about rigging? So yeah, so another one here from Dave. A lot of people I've talked to don't want to do tournaments. They don't feel like they're competitive, right? And that's the biggest thing is we just encourage everybody. Flynn came today and dropped me off those bump boards, and we got talking about it. And I remember back to our the first couple of derbies that I competed in. Oh, there you go. It's going to be a blog about John. It'll be great. The first couple derbies I competed in, and we were more about the fishing of it. And gradually, to me, it seems kind of like our first time we fished Gull Lake, we ended up having more of a, we camped at the hall, and we had more people just getting together for the fun of it. And ever since then, I mean, the East Slope is just, it's turned into more of, hey, it's an amazing social gathering to go to. So please, tell everybody it's not about the fishing. It's not. It's about getting out, enjoying time on the water with your family and your friends. And as always, as we've started to implement, in the past couple of years, that if you're struggling to land a fish, if there's another kayak angler there, if you see a guy struggling, go over and give him a hand landing his fish. We're all about sustainable fishing and making sure those fish are safe and healthy. So if it takes two to land a fish, absolutely hop into it.
Oh, wow, Flynn. That's a great comment. All right.
Yeah, you know what? And I've got to say, I have never seen a kayak turtle so quick. It was amazing.
Unreal.
Yeah, sorry. Apparently now the comedians are coming out, so we're at that point.
Adrienne's got a real beef with me because I didn't offer her chips one day, and I'm not going to live that down. I don't think. So.
Well, yeah, and you probably shouldn't.
Yeah. So. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Hot pockets hooks you up. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. I told Andy I had some food from the trailer. I said, I'll give you a panini, and it ended up being a Hot Pocket is what I
had. John, you weren't a beached whale. You were nowhere near the beach. You were still out in the water. So you're more like a floundering frog, but no. So like I said, please, anybody that's wanting to, that's planning on attending the Trout Derby, please shoot me a message and let me know so I can kind of have just a rough number of people that we're going to see there. If you've got a comment, question, concern, anything, please send it to the Kayak Fishing Trail Facebook page. All three of us are on that. All three of us have access to the email account. So any questions, concerns, anything, absolutely throw it out on there. And yeah, I think I think this comment here about sums it up.
Yep.
Stoked for this season. I think everybody is after last season, a full year of COVID. Everybody's ready to get out and have that sense of normalcy. And I'm really hoping that it's going to be a great one for us all. It's definitely lining up to be that way. So, thank you again. Like I said, everybody always thanks us for what we do, but thank you guys for coming out and fishing with us, because without all the anglers out there, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing.
Yeah.
Any closing remarks, boys?
I'm good.
Yep. Thanks, everyone.
Yep. We'll see everybody out on the water, Open Creek.
See you at Open Creek. One other little thing, if anybody lives around central Alberta here, kind of Red Deer area, not sure if you've seen yet, but this year I'm on Lacombe Fish and Game Association, and this year we actually stocked the Len Thompson Trout Pond with tiger trout. So we got tigers nice and close to home here. So if you guys want to get out there with your fly rods and have some fun, it's a great place to go. Again, thank you to all our wonderful sponsors. Without you guys, we really can't be doing what we're doing. It's because of the amazing sponsors we have that we're able to get the engagement from the anglers, and now we keep going. So Curtis writes, so south, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be go south, Lethbridge. Absolutely, Curtis. I'd love to see a derby in Lethbridge. You let me know where you want to run that one, buddy, and we'll support you in every way possible. Oh, and Jim Kine just says there are tigers in Dixon also. So it's going to be a great year. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. It's been absolutely great. We will probably see you again the 26th Wednesday.
Of May. Yeah, 26th of May, we'll be doing this again.
The 26th of May. Also, let us know if this is something you guys think that we should be doing every couple of weeks with those guests, because if we have guests that we want, you guys would like to see, we can definitely try and get somebody lined up and start doing these where we're bringing in some guest speakers for you guys that you guys can interact with. So again, everybody, thank you so much, and I really hope to see you all at the Trout Derby. It's going to be a great time. With the Trout Derby, call 403-843-6931 if you do not already have a campsite reserved. That is who it is. I will put it in as a comment here and leave it up on the screen for you as well while we're running here. Robin is her name. I'm not sure if it popped up on anybody's screen. It says it did.
Yep, it's there. Yep.
Right there. So that's the number you call. Ask for Robin and get yourself a campsite booked if you're looking to stay and you haven't already reserved one. So again, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Chris and Trevor. I guess my parting words for today will be these two guys have stepped up and done some amazing work. It's been a lot of work. They've busted their humps, and I'm more than happy to say that this will be my last year running the derbies. It's going to be these boys. They're going to take over now, so everybody's fate is going to be in their hands.
I'm out.
Yeah, I'll be there to kind of help out where they need with administration, stuff like that, getting licenses and insurances. But it's been a great run for me, and this will be kind of my last year of being the face. Maybe I'll just. I think I was coined the mouth a few years ago by somebody, so maybe I'll just be the mouth of the trail.
All right, we better wrap this up.
So again, thank you to these two guys. They've done an amazing job in what they're doing, and I can't wait to see everybody out here in a few weeks when we're fishing. So thank you, everybody, and have a great May. We'll see you at the end of the month.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks everybody.
Everyone.